Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm excited because I'm doing a video I have not yet, I believe, done on this channel, and that is I'm going to go through every single House district in the United States. In this video, I'm looking at the Kalshi Election Odds website where they have their updated rankings for every House district in the United States. I'm going to go through, assign the map to the rankings on these House districts as the Kalshi odds say, and we're going to see what the U.S. House map based on these latest odds end up looking like for 2026. I thought this was an interesting idea, especially considering in the context of the current approval rating polling. As of the time recording this video, President Trump currently sits at 39.7% approval. Democrats, or disapprove, for Trump is at 58.1. In terms of the parties, we can look at the national polling for Democrats versus Republicans on the generic ballot, where the Republicans currently sit at 38.8, Democrats currently sit at 46.1. So I thought it'd be interesting to do this with the context of this video. I do also want to say, if you're looking for more of an informative breakdown of these districts, like who are the candidates running, what are some of the election history of these districts, this video is going to be pretty long, so I want to try and go through as fast as possible. But I have done other House prediction videos on the channel before, including some individual states like Pennsylvania, and I think I just did one on Iowa a few days ago that you can check out if you want a more in-depth analysis. So I'm going to start every single state. We're going to start with the state of Alabama. Alabama, I do believe, has 7 congressional districts in the state. The Kalshi odds for this one, they have the 5th district listed as likely Republican, and they have the 7th district listed as likely Democrat, and the 2nd district listed as lean for the Republicans. So we're going to start with these ones. We're going to put the 5th district as likely for the Republicans, the 7th district as likely for the Democrats, and the 2nd district as lean for the Republicans. The rest of these districts, the 4th is safe red, the 6th is safe red, the 3rd is safe red, and the 1st is listed as safe for the Republicans. So we're going to start out and put these in their respective categories here. So with that, the Alabama congressional map is in the books. It has Republicans across the country now at 6. Democrats are at 1. The state of Alaska, only one district for Nick Begich, the Republican representative at large. And this one should not take too long to fill in here. The 1st district's listed as likely Republican at 80% odds to win for the Republicans, 15% for the Democrats. Also, to be clear here, the rankings that the Kalshi odds use here is 90% or above is very likely to win. 90 down to 75 is likely. 75 down to 60 is considered lean. And toss-up is in between the 60 to 50% range and then going to the other side as well. For any toss-up districts, I am going to be going with what the numbers say. When you look at it, you see 80 Republican, 15 Democrat. I'm going to be going with the rankings on that one. So just to clear that up. So Alaska, we can officially put in the likely Republican category. Next, we're going to move to the state of Arizona. Arizona is going to be interesting because based on my own prediction rankings, there are a few battleground districts here in the state. These are going to be the 8th district and the 6th district. First, the 2nd district is listed as lean for the Republicans. We're going to put the 2nd district, Eli Cranes, as lean R. Already got a little spoiled on this. The 1st district, the Juan Cisco-Maney district, I do believe it is, or this might be the other district. It might be Cisco-Maney. We'll have to see here. This might be either Dave Schweiker or Juan Cisco-Maney is what I'm trying to say. It is listed as lean Democrat at 66% to go blue. So we're going to put this district as lean for the Democrats here. As for this district, this Arizona 6, 79% flip for the Democrats. This is actually likely Democratic based on these rankings. So the 6th district for Juan Cisco-Maney, very likely to go Democratic based on these rankings. The 1st with Dave Schweiker is what I was trying to get through here. The 9th district with Paul Gosar, I did see on the map, that's listed as safe for the Republicans. The 7th district is listed as safe for the Democrats. So we're just going to put those on the map here. 9th goes safe R, 7th goes safe blue. Now in these districts, the 8th with Abe Hamada, the 3rd with Yasmin Ansari, the 4th with Greg Stan, and the 5th with Andy Biggs. These go the following. This district, the 8th is likely R, safe blue in Arizona 3, likely D in Arizona 4, and safe or likely R in Arizona 5. So this is actually pretty simple enough. The 2 Republican districts remain likely R, and the Democratic district is, I believe, safe Democrat and likely Democrat. So with that, that's the Arizona map. Now with those 3 states in the books, Republicans are at 11, Democrats are at 6. Next we have the state of Arkansas. Arkansas is another one that they don't have a ton of congressional districts, so this one shouldn't take too long to go to here. Just going to go across the country. Arkansas, here we are. Okay, in Arkansas, they're all going to be safe Republican, except the 2nd district, which is going to be likely for the Republicans, so this shouldn't take too long as well. These districts all go safe. All right, that's the state of Arkansas. California may take a while. California has a lot of House districts. They have, I believe it's like 52, I think, House districts. This one's certainly going to take a while, so we're going to break this down and just try and go as quick as we can here. Okay, California, we're going to start in the north of the state. The 2nd district is safe Democrat, 1st district safe Democrat, and the 4th district is also listed as safe for the Democrats. We're going to do those here now. Kevin Kiley's 3rd congressional district is listed as likely for the Democrats, along with the 7th being safe and the 8th being safe. So we're going to go through here. This is likely Democrat. And then we have the 8th seat being safe Democrat and the 7th seat being safe Democrat. We can also, the 6th district should be safe Democratic as well. We can zoom in on this one if we need to, but I think hopefully we should be all right here. And let's see, next we can go inward to the 9th district is safe blue, pretty much all up along the coast here. Anything to the west of the 13th district, which is lean Democrat, and the 22nd, which is lean Democrat, we can put those in the lean Democratic categories. Let's do that. And everything to the left of that here is going to be safe Democratic. That'll be pretty easy and save us a huge amount of time. So we're going to go ahead and put those in here and not have to worry about that too much. I do believe, yes, Josh Harder's district should be safe Democratic as well. Okay, and down along the coast as well, the 24th into the 26th, and all these districts are going to be safe Democratic. So we can go and put those in here. We're going to do the Republican districts now as well, just to get these in here so don't get confused. The 20th district is listed as safe Republican. The 5th district is listed as likely Republican, along with the 23rd. So we can put these in. Let me just make sure I got the right one here. The 20th district, yes, 20th district is safe red. Okay, we have likely red in the 5th, and there was the 23rd, I do believe. Yes, likely red there. We'll add those rankings here. So whatever lead the Republicans had in the House map, the Democrats certainly seed going alphabetically. You're going to be picking it up in the state of California. That's the 23rd. Paul Gosar's district, it looks like, down here in California 40 is looking at lean Republican. So we can actually put the 40th district here, or this is Young Kim's district, excuse me, at this ranking here. The 21st district, let's just get this correct here. This is California 21. It is likely Democratic on these rankings, so we're going to put the 21st district there. Now we're going to zoom in. This is the Los Angeles area, and we're just going to go through here. Most of these that should be pretty reliably Democratic. The only one that isn't is California 45 is listed as likely for the Democrats on the newly drawn map here. So that one goes likely blue. The rest of them, aside from California 48 and 51, these are both likely Democratic. The inner city, Los Angeles, should all be pretty reliably blue here. Okay, that's that one. And I think it was 25, I do believe. Yes. Okay, so the rest of these, every single district besides this in the state of California in the Los Angeles area and going down the coast of California that I have yet to fill in, these are all listed on the new California congressional map as safe for the Democrats. So even though there's a ton of districts in California to go through, and certainly doing an in-depth breakdown of them would take forever, it's really not too bad from the aspect of simplicity, where based on the Kalshi odds, most of these are in the Democratic favorite. So after the 3 states that went for the Republicans, and now the state of California, the Democrats are off to a very big substantial lead here at 54 congressional seats to the Republicans' 19. Now, Colorado is going to be an interesting state as well because they don't have a ton of districts, but there are some very interesting and very competitive ones on this map as well. I'm very interested to go over here. First things first, the two safe Democratic districts in the Colorado 2nd and Colorado 7th. Also, I'm sorry, the 3rd and Colorado 6th as well. This is, I do believe, parts of the Denver area in the 6th district as well. So we can go first things first and make these districts go safe for the Democrats. And the 1st district as well, I do believe, should be in here as safe for the Democrats in here. Yes, it's split here. Okay, so those 4 go safe for the Democrats. Now we have the 3rd district, which is lean Republican, and the 4th district, which is also lean Republican, and the 5th district, which is also lean Republican. Now, these are all currently Republican on the map and are expected on the prediction side things usually be more solid Republican. This is Lauren Boebert's seat, Jeff Hurd's seat, and Jeff Crank's seat. But given the election environment, Kalshi seems to think it's possible these could be more competitive where the Democrats are within reach of getting these. The 8th district, which is Gabe Evans' seat, he only won the seat in 2024 by under 1% of the vote. It was super, super close. This is one of the Democrats' top targets here. It's listed on the Kalshi odds, lean Democratic at 68% to go to the Democrats. So we can add this district to the Democratic side. So the Democrats overall are now up to 59 seats. Republicans are at 22. The state of Connecticut, this one really shouldn't take too long, where it's pretty simple. The Democrats are going to win all of these districts. The question is just going to be the margins in which they do so, and they are all listed as safe for the Democrats. The 5th district, the only reason I say that was competitive, I think it was in 2022, but for 2026, they're forecasting safe Democratic wins. Delaware at large with Sarah McBride, I honestly don't even have to look at this one. It's going to be solid Democrat, safe Democrat, not really much of a surprise there. The state of Florida is going to be interesting. Florida just enacted its newly redrawn congressional map that takes some of the Democratic seats and makes them more Republican and gives the Republicans better chances in this state. So I'm going to be interested to see here what we see in the state of Florida. We're going to start with the Panhandle, work our way down. The 1st district is likely R, the 2nd district likely R, the 3rd district is likely R, and we have likely R out of the 4th and 5th. So going all across the Alabama and Georgia border, these districts in Florida would be considered likely Republicans. We're going to fill all of these in red here. Next, we're going to go towards the central part of the state where the 6th district is listed as safe or solid for the Republicans. Now we can look at the 12th district, the 11th district, both of which are likely Republican, and the 7th district, likely Republican as well. So we're going to fill these in for the Republican candidates. So far, we don't have, I believe, any flips as of yet on the way the current map is constructed in these areas. We are coming up on some. The 8th district is likely Republican. The 10th district is safe Democratic, so we can put that one in here. While we're over here, Maxwell Frost's district, likely Republican in this one. The 12th district, I do believe, is also going to be a, where is the 12th? Here it is, a likely Republican seat, surrounded by a likely Republican seat in the 15th. And we'll get those on the map here. Kathy Castor's seat we don't want to do just yet, though. Okay, I just want to double check, make sure I get this right. Let's go down to Miami, because this is where some redraws have happened that have been very significant for this map. The 28th district is likely Republican. The 27th is lean Republican. So we're going to put 28 as likely and 27 as lean. The 24th and 20th here, the 24th is safe Democratic. The 25th is lean Democratic on the newly redrawn map. So we're going to put the 24 as safe. The 25th here, this is Debbie Wasserman Schultz district, is now lean Democratic. The 26th seat that's been redrawn is likely Republican. The 20th is safe Democrat. So we can put 26 likely. And we could put 20th, or there's a 22nd. I want to make sure I don't want to mess up. Yes, the 20th. Okay, so the 20th seat on the map now is safe Democratic. The 22nd district on the map, it's not exactly drawn the exact same way, so it's a little tricky here. Yes, it's a toss-up on this one, so I'll just zoom in here just to make sure we're getting it correct here. 25th, the 20th is listed as solid Democrat, which got that. The 22nd is listed as a toss-up, but at 55% for the Democrats, we can put it as tilt. So the first tilt of the map here, the 22nd district, goes tilt for the Democrats there. In the 23rd district, 23rd here, see. Yes, it is right here. It's likely Democratic in the 23rd, so we can put that as likely blue. So the 22nd district is a redrawn one, supposed to give the Republicans a better chance of winning it, but the Democrats hold it on this one. So that's the 22nd district. We can now zoom back out. We can look in the 19th district and the 17th district over here. 19 likely R, 17 likely R, and 16 likely R. So we're going to go through these and fill them appropriately. Next, we can head into the Tampa-St. Pete area, where there's been some significant redraws here. I already saw Anna Paulina Luna's 13th district is now lean Republican. Kathy Castor, the Democrat district in Tampa, has been redrawn to be more Republican-friendly, but it's still listed as lean Democrat in this new map, so we can put that one as lean for the Democrats there. In neighboring the 18th district, it's now likely Republican, so we can put this new map as likely Republican there. Now we have the 9th district and the 21st district that are remaining. So the 9th here, let's find the 9th district. It might be on the old map still, is why it's drawn differently than the map on the side here. So the 21st district is likely Republican, and the 9th district is a toss-up, but in the Republican direction. So we can account for that here. The 21st goes likely R, and the 9th district ends up being tilt for the Republicans now in the new map. So with that said, the Republicans certainly pick up some seats here and cut into the Democrats' lead, but the Democrats are still leading 72 to the Republicans 43. So certainly the Republicans are trailing the Democrats by quite a bit at this current point in time. Next, we can look at the state of Georgia. Georgia, there are several House districts in this state as well. Don't have to go too far from the state of Florida and just move up here. We see there's likely Democratic seat in the 2nd, safe Republican seat in the 8th. So we can get these two drawn in the way here. Likely blue 2nd, safe red 8th. I do believe we have likely Republican seats now in the 1st district and in the 12th district as well. So we can draw these two places here. The 3rd district is listed as solid Republican, as is the 10th district as well. So we can add these to the map here. The 14th and the 9th, I do believe, are also reliably red. The 14th is red, and the 9th is safe red as well. Okay, now we do have two likely red seats, I believe, in the 11th and the 7th district, according to the Kalshi odds as well. Yes, they are. And the rest of them surrounding inner city Atlanta are all going to be safe for the Democrats based on the current rankings. In the 6th district, 5th district, 4th district, and the 13th, all of those go safe for the Democrats. So with that, Republicans are at 52, Democrats 77. Hawaii, I would be very shocked. I don't even think I have to look at this one, but Hawaii's are going to be pretty much safe. Oh no, actually one of them is likely Democratic, believe it or not. Likely Democratic in the 2nd and safe Democratic in the 1st. I have to say I am very shocked by that. I thought they would both be safe Democratic, but Hawaii's two districts go blue. Next, we can go to the state of Idaho. Idaho also should not take too long as well. I would imagine these should be pretty reliably red, but yes, they are. Here it is. Got confused with Montana for a second there. And both of these two districts are safe for the Republicans, so Idaho's two districts go red. You can kind of look at it as Hawaii's and Idaho's cancel each other out. Illinois is going to be interesting because there's a ton of kind of squiggly line drawn districts here, but not a lot of Republican ones. So in terms of filling them in, this shouldn't take too long. Yeah, the 12th district is likely R, and the 15th district is safe R. So we'll put that in. 12th district, likely R. The 15th district is safe R, I do believe I got the right one. Yes, it did. This is the 15th district. And then the 16th district is listed as likely Republican as well. So we can add that one in. The 17th district on the map was listed as likely for the Democrats. I do believe I saw that correctly. Yes, it is. Now the rest, every other district in the state of Illinois, despite it being drawn very funky, is the rest of them are all safe for the Democrats. We can fill these all in. So even though it looks kind of complicated and wonky in terms of which party holds each district, it's pretty straightforward on the current map. 93 now for the Democrats, 57 for the Republicans. Indiana, the Republicans are going to pick up a few House seats on this one here. There are 2 House seats, safe Democratic seat in the 7th district and a likely Democratic seat in the 1st. So 7th goes safe blue. The 1st district, Frank Mervan, likely blue. The rest of the state in Indiana is pretty solidly red. 2 likely seats for the Republicans in the 2nd and the 5th. The rest of them are all safe Republican. So we can add these to the likely GOP category, and the rest of them all go safe GOP. This puts Democrats at 95, Republicans up to 64. Iowa, which feels just like yesterday, we just did the video talking about it. 4 congressional districts in the state of Iowa, 3 of which have the potential to be very, very close in this current map. The 4th district, is listed as likely Republican for the Republicans in the state, obviously, so we'll put it as likely R. Now we have the remaining 3. The 3rd district, which is currently held by the Republicans, is listed as lean Democrat. The 1st district, currently held by the Republicans, is listed as lean Democrat. And the 2nd district, which is currently a toss-up, look at this, only for the Republicans by 1%, 49 to 48 in favor of the GOP. Super, super, super close in Iowa. So we're going to add the 3rd and the 1st to the Democrats, and the 2nd we're going to narrowly give to the Republicans as a tilt Republican win. It's very interesting. The odds, the Kalshi odds, are certainly much more bullish on the Democratic chances at winning the 2nd district than the prediction markets are, or than the prediction websites and our own political predictions are for the 2nd district. That's interesting. The 3rd district and 1st district pretty much right in line with that, but the 2nd district is very, very interesting. Kansas also, its map is pretty locked in, so this shouldn't really change too much here. Safe Republican in the 1st district. The other 2 districts are likely Republican, and then the 3rd district with Sharice Davids, the Democratic Congresswoman, is safe for the Democrats as is expected. This puts Democrats 98, Republicans 69. The state of Kentucky shouldn't have too many that are competitive. They have the 3rd district, that is safe for the Democrats, and then the 6th district, Andy Barr's open congressional seat. This one's listed as lean Republican on the rankings here, so we can put this district as lean. The rest of the districts in the state all go safe for the Republicans. Democrats at 99, Republicans are at 74. Louisiana has some talk in the media recently as the map is being looked at potentially being redrawn. And on the current map, the 6th district, which is a Democratic held seat, is now flipped to the Republicans. The 3rd district is likely R. The 1st district is likely R. The 2nd district is lean D. So we have to go through here. Make the 6th district now likely R. We can make the 2nd district likely D. Make the 3rd likely, and the 1st likely, I believe it was, as well. And then the 4th district should be safe for the Republicans, and the 5th as well is the current map in the state of Louisiana as it is currently drawn. 100 House seats for the Democrats, 79 for the Republicans. The state of Maine, only 2 House seats. This should go very quickly and very easily. We have one race that's not very competitive, one that's very competitive. The 1st district in Maine is going to be a safe held Democratic seat as expected. The 2nd district, Jared Golden's now open seat, is a toss-up. One, the Republicans have a 55% chance to win. Democrats have a 40% chance to win, so it goes in the tilt Republican category. The state of Maryland, this one should also go pretty much as expected. Maryland, the 1st district is listed as, I believe it's lean for the Republicans. Yes, it is. The rest of them are all going to be held by the Democrats, just to varying degrees here. The 6th district would be likely for the Democrats. Everything else would be safe for the Democrats in the state of Maryland. So we can put these in the categories. Democrats certainly picking up some House seats in Maryland here. Now 108 for the Democrats, 81 for the Republicans. Massachusetts, this should not take any time at all. All of the House seats in Massachusetts are listed as safe for the Democrats. Democrats, clean sweep, run the table. Can't say trifecta because it's more than 3, but yeah, safe seats in Massachusetts gets the Democrats up to 117. Michigan's going to be interesting because there are a few competitive House races in Michigan to keep an eye out for with retiring Republican incumbents like John James in Michigan 10. That's now listed as likely Democratic. Republican Tom Barrett in the 7th district is likely Democrat, or is it is likely Democrat as well, and likely Democrat in the 8th district that is currently held by the Democrats. Those are very significant wins for the Democrats in those key districts. Now we also have the 3rd district that's listed as likely Democratic, while the 4th district is currently listed as lean Republican. So that's very significant there as well. That's Bill Huizenga's 4th district in Michigan. Okay, that is there. We can put the 1st district as lean Republican as well in the state of Michigan here. Next, we have some safe districts for the Republicans in the 2nd and the 9th district. Make those go safe for the Republicans. The 5th district is safe Republican as well. And then I believe as you get closer into Detroit, they are all going to be safe Democratic seats inwards from there. So we can add those to the map. Now, Republicans at 86, Democrats 125. We can go to the state of Minnesota. Minnesota, most of the map looks red, though there is some districts here. The 3rd, 5th, and 4th are all safe Democrats. 2nd district is likely Democrats. We can add those to the rankings now. I think I did draw that one by mistake. The 6th district, I don't believe, should be safe Democratic. And then we have the 8th district is likely R, and the 6th district is likely R, and then the 1st district is lean R based on the current Kalshi odds here. So we can add those in. And the 7th district should be solid for the Republicans based on the way the map is drawn. Good, that is how it looks. Okay, that is Minnesota. Now we can go to Mississippi. Mississippi also has some talk about potentially redrawing the map, though it doesn't really sound like that's going to happen. At this point, 3 safe Republican seats, 1 likely Democratic seat. So as things go, Mississippi is pretty easy for filling out the map. That puts Democrats at 130, Republicans 193. Missouri, its map has now been officially redrawn. There was 2 Democratic seats in the 5th district and the 1st. On most prediction rankings, it's now just one Democratic seat, safe seat in the 1st district. You have lean Republican in the 5th and likely Republican in the 4th and 2nd. So we can go ahead and fill this in. That is safe Democrat. 5th is lean. 2nd likely. 4th likely. The rest are all going to be safe for the Republicans in Missouri. So Republicans break the 100 House seat margin at this current point in time, trailing Democrats on the current map going alphabetically. They're trailing them by roughly about 31 seats. Montana is going to be interesting because there are 2 House races in Montana. One of them is very competitive, though. The 2nd district is not. That is going to be a safe Republican win. The 1st district, however, is listed as a toss-up. One of the Republicans are favored to win, with the incumbent Ryan Zink retiring, though it is a very close race, but it is currently listed as tilt for the Republicans. The state of Nebraska at the state level is very red. The congressional district level, it's a little bit more nuanced. The 3rd district is listed as a safe Republican seat. The 1st district is listed as a likely Republican seat. It did trend a little bit towards the Democratic side in 2024 compared to the rest of the country. The 2nd district has been trending very much to the Democratic side. The seat is listed as likely Democratic on the prediction rankings. It's currently held by Republican Don Bacon, who is not running again. So the Democrats pick up a House seat in Nebraska in the 2nd district. The state of Nevada. Nevada is going to be interesting. It currently has 1 Republican on the House map. Mark Amodi's Republican, 2nd district. He is retiring, but it's still listed as likely Republican. The 4th district with Stephen Horsford is listed as solid Democratic according to the Kalshi odds. And then the 3rd district and the 1st district both are listed as likely Democratic for the Democrats there. Next, the state of New Hampshire. New Hampshire, it's 2 congressional districts. This one also should not take relatively too long. The 2nd district is solid Democrat, and the 1st district is likely Democrat. So we can add these in. Safe blue in the 2nd, and we have likely blue in the 1st. Next, the state of New Jersey. New Jersey is going to be interesting because I do believe they do have a battleground district here in the 7th district that is currently held by Representative Tom Keene, the Republican, but it is listed as likely Democrat as a flip. Obviously, Tom Keene's going through some health stuff right now, and sort of nobody knows where he is. It's an interesting story that's developing there. I might just zoom in here on New Jersey to make sure. The 5th district is likely blue, and the 9th district is also likely blue here. So just want to get the margins completely correct here. Okay, the 3rd district is likely blue. And then the 2nd district appears to be lean Republican. So we can put that 3rd district as lean R. Very good. We have a safe Democratic seat in the 1st district, 12th and 6th. We can add those in. 1st, 12th, and 6th districts all go safe blue. The 4th district is listed as safe Republican, and then the rest inward, I do believe, are safe Democrat. So we can put the 4th as safe red, and we can put the 11th and the 10th and the 8th, all of which are safe for the Democrats. Based on this house map, I do believe I have that correctly, or the 9th might be 8th, 9th. No, that's correct. I got it right. Okay. Yeah, so that is New Jersey. 147 now for the Democrats, 107 for the Republicans. New Mexico, only a handful of House seats. The 3rd district is listed for the Democrats, likely Democrat. 1st district is safe Democrat, and then a lean Democrat in the 2nd. That's how New Mexico looks. So we have safe, we have likely, and we have lean in the 2nd there. In the state of New York, there are a lot of House districts in New York, so this one might take a little bit. We're going to start with upstate New York. All right, so the 26th district is safe blue. The 25th is safe blue as well. So you can put these in here. I believe we have likely Republican wins in the 23rd and 24th districts for the Republicans. So we'll put those as they are. Okay, we have a lean Republican ranking in Elise Stefanik's old district in the 21st. So we're going to add that ranking there. In the neighboring 22nd district and 19th district, these are both listed for the Democrats as likely for the Democrats. The 20th district is listed as safe for the Democrats. We can add that one there. The 18th district, is also listed likely Democrat. Mike Lawler's Republican-held House seat is listed as lean for the Democrats on the House map. So another Democratic flip in a very competitive district. That one goes there. The 16th district with George Latimer, the Democratic incumbent, is listed, I do believe, as solid for the Democrats. As for inner city Manhattan, I don't believe we're going to see any competitive Republican races in there. In the Long Island areas there may be, but inner city, these are all safe blue. New York 11 is listed as likely Republican, so I am just going to fill that one in here, but these ones should all be safe for the Democrats, so we can fill these in here. AOC's district is safe blue. Obviously, Dan Goldman's district is safe blue. Yvette Clark's should be safe blue. Hakeem Jeffries safe blue. Nydia Rodriguez as well. In the 6th district, I do believe these are all safe for the Democrats. Yes, they are. The 5th district and the 3rd district are both considered likely. So the 5th and the 3rd are likely like that. Now, as we get into Long Island, the 4th district with Laura Gillen, the 2nd district, and the 1st district, and these are going to be likely D in the 4th, safe R, or likely R, and lean R. Okay, so we're going to go likely Democratic in the 4th district. We can go in the 2nd district is lean, or likely Republican, And then the 1st district is Nicholas Lalotta's lean Republican there. So Democrats after New York certainly pick up a lot of House seats as well. Democrats are at 170, Republicans 113. Republicans are going to pick up some seats in North Carolina after they redrew the map to make the 1st district with Don Davis a lot more competitive and giving the Republicans a better chance of doing it. So a redraw there. There are safe Democratic seats in the 4th district, in the 2nd district, and the 12th district. So we can redraw the map here and add these safe seats to the respective categories. Those go safe like that. The rest of the map is all, I believe, safe Republican outside of the 11th and the 1st district. The 1st district is a toss-up, 50-41 in favor of Don Davis, so it's very close, but that still goes as tilt for the Democrats. Chuck Edwards' 11th district, due to Edwards' scandals happening, is listed as toss-up, and the Kalshi odds think it's going to narrowly flip to the Democrats due to the scandals that Edwards is facing at 56%. That also goes to Democrat. The rest of the House seats on the map all are favored to go to the Republicans by safe rankings. If the Republicans on election night lose both the 1st and 11th districts, I'll tell you right now, there's pretty much no chance they're winning the House if that does happen. North Dakota, I can pretty much bet is going to be safe for the Republicans. I can just put that one in now, and I was wrong. It's by 1%. It is likely for the Republicans. I look foolish. Okay, now we can go to the state of Ohio. Ohio is going to be interesting as this map has also been redrawn from the 2024 map. So some of the changes here, we have one safe district in the second for the Republicans, so we can go ahead and make that district safe R. We have a safe blue Democratic district in Cuyahoga in the 11th district. We can add that one in here as well. We have a lot of likely districts on this map. We have the 13th district as likely for the Democrats. We have, let's do the lean Democratic district in the Ohio 9 and lean Democratic in Ohio 1. These are two seats Republicans are hoping to redraw and make even more competitive, but the Democrats look like they're having a much better chance of holding on in those seats. And then we have the 7th district, which is listed as a toss-up, but the Republicans are favored to hold on in that one. So we'll make Max Miller's district as tilt for the Republicans. The rest of them, they have the 15th district for the Republicans is listed as lean Republicans. So we'll make the 15th district as lean R with Mike Carey. And then the rest of these districts are listed as likely for the Republicans. So a lot more uncertainty here. Oh, and the 3rd district, I do believe I missed, is solid. This is where Columbus is. This is a solid Democratic seat as well. So that's the Ohio congressional map. Some competitive House races for the Republicans in the 15th and the 7th based on the Kalshi odds that otherwise probably not expected going into the election for that to be the case. So that's interesting. Oklahoma, only a handful of House races here, and most of them are pretty reliably red. 2 likely seats in the 5th and the 1st district are likely R. So the 1st and the 5th go likely. The rest of these go safe. Republicans net a few House seats there. Oregon, Democrats are going to pick up some more House seats here as well. And when I say pick up, I mean talking about like in the context of the video, not just like gaining seats. I mean like in the context. So the 2nd district goes safe for the Republicans. And then the rest of them all go Democratic. The 5th district will be likely for the Democrats, and the rest of the districts in the state all go safe for the Democrats there. Almost getting through here. Got Pennsylvania now. Pennsylvania, there's a lot of House seats, including, I did a video on it, there are a lot of competitive House seats in Pennsylvania as well that are very, very important for election night. And we're going to start with these. First, we're going to start with the 8th district, Rob Bresnahan, the Republicans district. I do believe it's a toss-up district, but the Democrat has 54% chance to win it. So this is a Democratic flip in this district. The 7th district, which is currently held by Republican Ryan McKenzie, is listed as a lean Democratic flip in this one. These would be 2 very big flips for the Democrats. The 10th district, which is held by Scott Perry, the Republican, is listed as a lean Democratic flip as well. That would be 3 very huge flips for the Democrats. In Pennsylvania's 1st district, this is held by the Republican, I do believe, I want to get the name right, don't want to get this wrong, Brian Fitzpatrick. It is a tilt Republican seat by 1%, a 1% here, 48 to 47 toss-up seat for the Republicans. That's a big hole for the Republicans there. The 11th district and the 16th district are both listed as likely for the Republicans. We can add these to the GOP's category here. We can see a likely Democratic seat in the 17th district goes likely Democratic. The 12th district will be safe for the Democrats there. We also have a, let's see, I think we covered all of that. Now we have these districts. We have the 9th and the 15th are safe Republican, so we can add those in. The 14th and the 13th are also safe Republican seats as well. And then as we head into Philadelphia, the 6th and the 4th all become safe Democratic as you get closer to the population center of Philadelphia. So that's Pennsylvania's map. A lot of very important House races up in the 8th, 7th, 1st, and 10th districts that may very well decide which party controls the House. Rhode Island, only 2 House districts in the state, both of which are listed up here as safe for the Democrats, so nice and easy on that one. South Carolina's map, I do believe, has either been redrawn or is in the process of getting redrawn. Yes, the Kalshi odds reflect that. The 3rd district, 4th, 5th, and 7th are all listed as solid or safe for the Republicans as we go across the map here. We have a likely Republican seat in the 2nd district and the 1st district, so we can redraw those or we can put those in those respective categories. And James Clyburn's solidly reliable Democratic district is now listed as lean for the Republicans. It's been redrawn to be more Republican friendly on the map. So that's South Carolina, and gives the Republicans a boost. Democrats nearing 200 at 197, Republicans at 153. The state of South Dakota and its lone congressional district, we can go up here. It is listed as solid Republican or safe Republican. No real surprises here in South Dakota. In the state of Tennessee, Tennessee is another state that just recently had its congressional map redrawn by Republican legislatures, and it has changed the map by taking away the 9th district, now making it a likely Republican seat. So that district is now in the Republican hands, away from Democrats. The 8th district, also on the map, appears to be likely Republican, as well as the 7th and the 5th districts, all likely Republican as well. The rest of the state, I do believe, is listed as safe for the Republicans. So the Republicans draw out the only Democratic district in the state of Tennessee, Steve Cohen in the 9th district. Now we have the state of Texas, where Texas is certainly going to take a lot of time to redraw or to go through and go each district. So let's just start breaking it down and see what we can do here. First things first, we're going to start these districts. The 13th and 19th and 11th all are going to be safe. So we're going to go straight down here and fill those in. Already saw the El Paso district over here. The 16th is going to become safe for the Democrats. The 23rd district, likely Republican. We can fill that one in there. Okay, that was the easy part in Texas. Now we get into the really close small ones. Henry Cuellar's district, the 28th. It is currently listed as, despite being redrawn, as a lean Democratic district. The 15th district is a toss-up, listed as tilt for the Republicans. So we can go 28th as lean Democrat, tilt district in the 15th. Next door in the 34th district, it is listed as lean for the Democrats. Texas 35 with Greg Cesar is a toss-up. It is tied exactly 48 to 48. Let's see. It's 48-40 exactly. So they give the tiebreaker to the Democrats. So I'm not going to argue with Kalshi here. I'm going to give the tiebreaker here to the Democrats on the map. That is very interesting. It is exactly tied. That is definitely crazy. I've not seen that yet. So that is interesting. It is listed here. Let me go back to the zoomed in map here for Texas. And then as we get closer inward here, we'll have to zoom in a little bit more to get to some of these races. We have the 27th district, likely R, 22nd as likely R, so we can fill those in. We may have to go into the zoom into the San Antonio area, Dallas and Houston and Central Texas as well. We're going to start here. The 21st district with Chip Roy. Might have zoomed in a little too much. Likely Republican from the 21st and the 10th are all going to be likely R. So 21st and the 10th are likely. The 37th district, I do believe, is listed as safe Democratic. Yes, indeed, it is. Now we can look at the 37th. The 37th district also is listed as solid or safe for the Democrats. That is Central Texas. Now we can go into the Houston area as well with the 8th district. Can go over here and find that the 8th district is solid Republican. We have the 29th is solid blue and 18th and 7th. So let's go 29th, 18th, and 7th is solid Democrat. Let's put the 8th district, which I believe I said was safe Republican, I believe. Yes, the 8th district is solid red. The surrounding districts are all likely red, so we can put those in the likely Republican category. So I want to make sure I'm not missing any Democratic ones. I don't believe that I am, so we can put all these as likely R now. So that is the Houston area. Now we're getting close in the upper part of Texas into the Dallas area. We're going to go into Dallas here. And we have the 30th district as safe blue and the 33rd district as safe blue. So we're going to put those as safe for the Democrats. Get those on the map here. The 24th district is a flip. It is currently listed the 24th as lean for the Republicans, so we will do that. And then the surrounding districts really are either safe Republican or likely Republican. The 6th, 5th, and 1st are all listed as safe, so 6, 5, 1, we'll add those in. Then I do believe the rest surrounding these are all going to be likely R, except the 13th district, which is listed as safe red, though it might be out of the scope here. Yeah, it is. Okay, so the rest of these throughout the central part of Texas, we have the 25th district, which is likely R. We'll put that in. The 12th district is likely R, 26th likely R. Okay, so I think we have the rest of these are all likely Republican. I think we have all the safe districts currently put on the map, so we can just fill these in now. And that is the congressional map for Texas. Certainly it is a lot, definitely a lot to account for. Oh, yeah, yes, okay, I did get this correct. Yeah, so it's definitely a lot to keep up for, a lot to account for, but that's the map. Democrats at 208, Republicans are at 190. Now we're going to go to the state of Utah, where Utah also has a newly drawn map. Now, the first district here is now a likely Democratic flip, so we can make the first district as likely blue. The third district and second district are now likely Republican, and the fourth is safe Republican, so you can address those on the map, second and third, and those go in their respective categories now. Okay, so those are the districts in the state of Utah. We can now go to the state of Vermont, Vermont at large. Again, I don't even have to look. I know this one is going to be safe for the Democrats. It is indeed. Vermont goes safe blue. The state of Virginia, a lot of controversy surrounding Virginia, who they redrew their congressional map with the voter referendum. Obviously, the Supreme Court in Virginia, I do believe, turned it down or overturned it, and now we have, and the U.S. Supreme Court refused to take up the case as well, so now the map in Virginia from the previous elections is now back in play. We have the second district, which is a toss-up district held by Republican Jen Kiggins, is listed as a likely Democratic flip, so I'm going to start by filling that one in. The first district, which is held by Republican Rob Whitman, is currently listed as a toss-up, and the Democrats have a lead of 1% here in this district, so Kalshi thinks this district is going to flip blue. Interesting here. The 5th district is currently listed as lean for the Republican. This is John McGuire's district. That one goes in that category. The 6th district is likely R, and the 9th district is safe R, so we can add those in their respective categories. The rest of the districts, I believe, are either safe or likely Democratic, and it looks like on the current map they are all listed as solid for the Democrats. We're going to add them to the Democratic column here. Okay, after Virginia, Democrats are at 218 House seats. Republicans are at 196. If you know how the House is composed, there's 435 House members and have a majority in the U.S. House. You have to have 218 House seats to have the majority, and Democrats, after the state of Virginia, going alphabetically, hit that ranking exactly at 218. Republicans still trailing at 196. So now with the remaining states of Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming, we're going to find out how big of a majority Kalshi thinks the Democrats are going to have. In Washington state, this is going to be a state that Democrats usually perform very well in, so they should pick up a good amount of seats here. The Republicans are favored in the 5th district, a lean Republican seat. In the 4th district, a likely Republican seat, so we can add these in here. Lean Republican and likely Republican. I did see the 3rd district, likely Democrat for Marie Gluesenkamp-Perez, the Democratic Congresswoman, go likely blue here. And then safe Democratic from the rest of the House seats in the state of Washington. No real surprises on this map. They all go blue. And this gets the Democrats up to 226 House seats. The state of West Virginia only has 2 congressional districts, though both of which should be pretty reliable Republican wins. And they are both listed as safe for the Republicans. 2nd and 1 go safe. Now we come to the state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin does have a handful of competitive races that the Democrats are very bullish on flipping. Republicans are bullish on defending. The first being the 3rd district, which is held by Republican Derek Van Orden. It is listed on this map as lean for the Democrats. The 1st district, which is held by a Republican, I do believe his name is Brian Steele, I believe. Yes, it is. It is currently listed on this map as lean for the Republicans. We'll put that district as lean Republican, The rest of the map, we have likely Republican in the 5th, in the 6th, and in the 7th. So we can go through here in the 5th, 6th, and 7th as likely are. Then we have safe Democratic districts, I do believe, in the 2nd district. And the 8th district is likely Republican as well. So we have safe Democrats in the 2nd and in the 4th. We can add these in here. Oh, sorry. Safe Democrat 2, safe Democrat in 4. In the 8th district, Tony Weed is likely Republican as well. That is the state of Wisconsin. And now we have one state left, the state of Wyoming. It's not Nebraska, excuse me. Its congressional district at large is solid safe Republican. So after a very long time going through every single state in its congressional map, literally we just went through in this video every single congressional district in all of the United States. The official House rankings have the Democrats on the Kalshi odds at 229 House seats. Republicans have 206. So again, you need a House majority of 218 to have the majority. It has 219 or 229. So it gives the Democrats, I believe, what's that, a 11 seat or a 12 seat majority over the Republicans. Yeah, a 12 seat majority. Republicans need to flip 12 seats to get there. So Democrats hold a 12 seat majority in the U.S. House map, according to Kalshi, going through the latest odds in every single House district in the United States. This has been a very long video, so if you watched all the way through, I greatly appreciate you doing it. I promise I'm not going to do this video too often. This took a very long time. If you watched all the way through, I know you share the same feeling, but I really appreciate you sticking around. Thank you so much for watching. If you were crazy enough to watch this all the way through, as I've been recording it all the way through, I hope you will take time to hit like and hit subscribe and stay notified when I post more videos. I post a new video every single day that I hope you will enjoy. All right, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in a future video.